In this video, we'll talk about how you can create user-defined subthemes for the JavaScript controls on a UX component. So you can see here we have a simple UX component running in the mobile simulator. And there's several buttons on this component, and some of the buttons look different than the others. This button is red and this button is green, and the reason that they look different is when we go to look at the definition of the button, we can see that the button that looks red has an associated subtheme which was picked from the available list of subthemes for a button of deny, whereas this button over here has a subtheme of confirm, whereas the other buttons which have the default appearance have no subtheme associated with them. And because there is no subtheme, in effect what's implied is the base subtheme. So if I were to go and choose base for that third button from the bottom, you'd see that the appearance is unchanged. So in this case here, we're choosing subthemes from the built-in subthemes that are available for a button. But it's possible for developers to add their own subthemes. So for example, if I click this button over here to open up a pop-up window, I can see that this window has again a built-in appearance, and this is the base subtheme for a window. On the other hand, if I click this button to show a window again, you can see here that this window has a completely different appearance. It's basically got a semi-transparent black background. It has the close icon off to the right and above the actual window. So we have a totally different appearance here, and this appearance was defined by a custom subtheme. So let's go and look at how developers can add their own custom subthemes to a UX component. So we'll go back to design mode now, and if we look here for this window, we can see that if we open up the window and go to edit JavaScript and then look at the subthemes, we can see that in addition to the built-in subthemes that come with the style, and the built-in subthemes are base, drop down, and panel, we can see here there's a new subtheme available called custom subtheme. So if I now select that, you can see that we're going to go now, and then when we run the component, we get this custom appearance. But if I were to go and change that window subtheme back to, say, base, then I would have gotten that appearance for the window. So the way in which we created our own custom subtheme was we switch back to design mode, go to properties, and then you can see that in the section called UX properties, there are properties called local subtheme definitions, JavaScript and CSS. And the reason that there are two properties is that a subtheme really has two pieces to it, a JavaScript component and a CSS component. So let's open up the JavaScript property first and take a look at it. And what we see here is JavaScript that's really nothing more than just a JSON object. So this is a JavaScript JSON object that is defining a new custom subtheme for the window class. So window is the category that we're talking about here, and then within the window class we're defining a new subtheme called custom subtheme. So what's very useful when you're defining the JavaScript for a subtheme is to actually look at the definition of existing subthemes. So first of all, you can just click this button to see some help that defines the syntax for the subtheme, but it's more useful to actually open up the style.js file for the current style. So I'm currently using the iOS style, but I could be using another built-in style like mobile blue or mobile green, etc. And every style is stored in its own folder in the CSS folder. So the iOS style is inside CSS folder and then an iOS folder, and then inside that folder there's a file called style.js, and inside style.js we can see where all of the built-in subthemes are defined. So let's go and scroll down to window, and if we scroll, click OK there. So you can see here that within the window class here are all of the subthemes. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video. So we're continuing our discussion now of user-defined subthemes, and we're looking at the built-in subthemes for the window class. So here, for example, is the base subtheme is defined over there, which is from there to there, and then the drop-down subtheme is defined from there to there, and then the panel subtheme is defined from there to there. So if you look at the subtheme, you can see that typically what the subtheme is doing is defining the CSS class names to use for different aspects of the window, is specifying, for example, what the built-in, the default tools, so these are the buttons that would appear in the header, in the title section of the window. So in this case, the panel window only has a close button, and the action of that close button is to actually go ahead and close the window. So you can see that the JavaScript here defines various appearance aspects and also behavior aspects of the window class. So so what we did in order to create that new custom class is we copied a existing class definition to the clipboard, and then just simply pasted it into the window here, made sure that we had valid JavaScript, and then started editing the subtheme definition. So you can see that we've changed the CSS class name for the window to custom window, and for the title to custom window title and custom window body. So we've defined 3 new CSS class names. We've specified 3 new CSS class names, and then if we go to the CSS section over here, you can see the definition of those 3 new CSS classes. So custom window, we've said, has a black background with a 50% setting for the transparency. So we've set the color of text inside this window to white, and we've set the border radius to 10 pixels. Then what we've done is we've turned off the, we set the padding to 10 pixels, we've turned off the text shadow, and we've said that the window title is hidden. So we've set its height to 0 pixels and then overflow hidden. And the reason that we've done that in this particular case is we actually want the title to be there, but not visible. And the reason that we want the title to be there is that the close button is actually part of the title structure in the window. So when we click OK now, we can see that we've defined both the JavaScript and also the CSS for this subtheme. And now that we've defined this subtheme of custom subtheme, then when we go to the builders and we start defining, say, a window, we can see that the custom subtheme is now going to appear in the list of available subthemes that we can choose from. So if I were to go back now and change this window to base and then go here and run it now, we'll see that this window is now taking on the default appearance for a window. And then if we go back now and change it to our new subtheme, which is custom subtheme, then we can go now and preview it, and now our window will have this totally different appearance. So in this case, we've only defined a single user-defined subtheme for the window class, but of course you can define an unlimited number of subthemes for windows and buttons and sliders, spin lists, button lists, switches, tabs, accordions, etc. So all of the controls that the UX component has that are JavaScript based, which is the majority of the controls, allow you to basically define custom subthemes and then use those subthemes in the builder, which gives you a fantastic amount of control over the appearance of controls in the component. Thank you very much for watching.